our live show. This is Rosa.
This is Jason.
Okay. In this live show, we will mainly give you some information for MGO board machine and MGO board. This is our MGO board machine factory. Before we give you some introduction for the machine, and we would like to first give you an introduction about our company. We are Yurui. We are a group company, and we have different subsidiary mainly doing the construction material and the constructing material machinery. So in this live video, we will mainly give you the information about MGO board and MGO board machinery. Since when we talk about the project, the final target is to produce the finished product. So before we know more information for the machinery, Jason could give you some introduction about the finished product from the finished MGO board. We could give you more introduction then.
Okay. It's the voice is okay. It's no problem.
Voice is okay.
Yes, it's no problem. I have checked. So yes, as Rosa shared with you, for a project, we would like to set up a plant. Our main target is to produce the product, to produce the MGO board and sell it to the market or using your own project for the buildings. So for the MGO board, it is a very nice fireproof materials widely used in the buildings. So like the ceilings, walls, floorings, also as alternative materials to replace the gypsum board, as it has a very good fireproof performance and very good water resistant and high strength compared to the traditional materials like the gypsum board. A 9mm MGO board can be higher strength than the 16mm gypsum board, so that you can know about the MGO board has a very good performance than most of the traditional materials. So, and for the MGO board, as I shared with you, it has many advantages, like as traditional materials like the fiber cement board. It's when you install the board, you will be hard to cut and install the screws on the walls. But for the MGO board, it is very easy. It can just use the score and snap and score very simple way to cut the board. For the MGO board, it also uses some lightweight materials to fill in the board, like the sawdust and perlite. So the MGO board is also very lightweight. So that it's not only lightweight like when we install the board and to transport from your warehouse to the installation site, to the project, and when you deliver the board to different places, it will be save the cost and save the labor density to use the board.
Yes, exactly. Jason just to give some introduction about the advantages of MGO board. So many customers mainly cared about what kind of application MGO board will be used. So today our team, also some of our team members also take some few pieces of MGO board so that we will show you that some main application. Okay,
ladies.
Okay, this is our team. Okay, this is Jean. Hi. Okay. This kind of a board is MGO floorboard. 19mm, and laminate the melamine or HPR. This side is the cork, mainly used as a floorboard. Okay, next one. Okay, this is lemon, and lemon takes the 19mm gray color MGO floorboard. This kind of a floorboard mainly used to replace the fiber cement. Actually, 16mm MGO board is enough. It's better than the 19mm fiber cement board. Very popular, very good board, this one. Okay, this is Sherry. Okay, Sherry take a board for we call it a deeply processed MGO board. It is the gray color MGO board, laminate the HPL on the two sides. You can see this is groove, and we can use the jointers in it to do the installation. This kind of a panel is price is very high, but it is worth it to have that price. And our main market is like Australia, New Zealand, and the USA. Okay. This is also a kind of, this is Renew. Okay. Renew take a small piece of MGO board to laminate melamine. Beside is aluminum foil. Okay. This Mary, Mary also take a piece of deep processed MGO board, laminate the different kinds of material. So this is some main introduction about the application of the MGO board. Okay, so customer could use this MGO board to build their buildings, and this is A1 fireproof and some other advantages to make the MGO board as an irreplaceable product. Okay, so just now and Jason and I will give you some introduction from the finished product, and in the next part we will give you some introduction from the MGO board production line. Okay. So Jason, maybe you can give customers an introduction why the MGO board product line is more and more popular. Why customers would like to know more information about this production line.
So.
Okay.
So for the MGO board, I have shared some tips about this product that it has a very good performance and has a very good advantages compared to the traditional materials. And so that it has becoming more and more popular in different countries and different using in different projects. In addition, for the MGO board, it uses very friendly and green materials to make the board, so that the MGO board is also very environmental friendly and very less impact on the environmental. When producing the board, the MGO board is used the natural materials like the MGO powder, magnesium sulfate, and all magnesium chloride, and so that's like these natural materials. So that compared to producing the Portland cement, it has very less impact. It doesn't need a very high energy cost to this whole production line process. As the market is developing and the customers is more and more customers are knowing this product, the market is growing fastly. But as you know, the shipping cost is increasingly since the virus situation, and so that the containers shortage also have a big impact on the shipping market. So that many customers who would like to set up a plant locally to produce locally, so that they have a very good advantages in the market, because produce locally will save a lot of the cost. In addition, for the MGO board production, it has becoming very mature, and we have a very a whole solution for setting up the plants, including materials, the formula, so that we can give a whole package to the customers. The customer won't meet any challenges in the machine lines solutions, so that the customer also can be confident that they could produce the high quality boards based on our technologies.
Yes, yes, right. And Jason, just to give some introduction, why customer try to set up the MGO board production line. So in the next part, when we will come into our plant, and there are some projects we are produced for our overseas market and our domestic market. For the overseas market, we have a total 3 lines here. And for the domestic market, we have some other lines are also producing now. So next part will give you some introduction. But if you are a new customer, would like to do some feasibility study for this project, since we have done the projects for many years, so we can give you lots of information to help you to do the feasibility study. So next part, let's come into our factory. Our plant total are 10,000 square meters.
Yeah.
Yes, we have been doing the MGO board field for many years. Since we're doing both the machinery and the MGO board, so we have accumulated lots of experience in this. So we could give you more information, maybe some other companies could not give. It means that we could help you to do the feasibility study for this project at a very short time, because we can give you the very complete information. Okay, let's come into our plant.
So as you can see, here are some heavy machines to handle the steels, like the steel plates, so that in our factory we also can produce most of the part, can produce the machines by ourselves and to control the qualities. Okay, here.
Yeah, okay. The first one, you can see this is mainly the meat mixer. You can see this is not a very separate one. It is a modular. You can see this is a modular. It has 2 or 3 mixers. They can be metering silos. They can be together. We call it modular. Why we do this? Because customers have different requirement. Some customers would like to, let us to separate one silo by one silo. But some customers prefer to use 2 silos as together. So we produce this modular. It is actually one of our biggest advantages.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, for the modular solution, because for the MGO production line, it is a kind of customized project because we will design the whole machine line based on the customer's working shop, based on the customer's requirements to this line. So that for this one, it's also based on a real customer's project. We make it modular. Maybe you will think that why we not install these parts on site. That is a question the customer would wondering. But for us, because we do a lot of projects and also help overseas markets, overseas customers to set up the plant, when the machine parts arrive at the customer's site, they can set up these plants very easily. They do not need to find each part together and install each part by each part. They can have this modular and connect each part, then the production line is okay. So it will be very quick and save a lot of time and save a lot of the labor cost. So this is very good for the customer's project.
Yes, right.
Okay. Yeah. For this silos also is a metering silo, so that you can see a lot of the sensors. These are all the weight sensors. So for these weight sensors, they can control the formula strictly, so they will automatically metering the materials like the MGO powder, like the sawdust, these materials automatically, so that they can follow the formula very strictly and to keep the quality consistent. Yeah, yes. This is a very good and very important part.
Yes, right. For the MGO board project, all the metering part is fully automatic. We do not use a manual one because for the MGO board, a lot of the raw materials, it is a kind of a manual raw material. If we use manually to try to control the formula, it is very hard. So all the material room, we use some sensors and everything to control it scientific. The formula is scientific.
Yes,
okay,
right. So for making the MGO board, the formula is a very important part, so that we care a lot of it and to make sure the customers could produce the high quality boards in the market, so that they can they can gain a very good market share. So after they set up the plant.
Okay, this is the turnover machine. The turnover machine means that when we stack the MGO board, we need to stack this side to this side, so that the surface of the MGO board will not be abrasive. So during the MGO board production line, we will use this turnover machine to turn over the board automatically, so that when we stack the board, it will be very easy to do it. For this turnover machine, we have different models you can do. Like you can turn over every piece of MGO board, or you can take one and another one not, or you can take take over all the board. So it has different models to meet the customer's different requirements.
It can operate in different models, so that you can when we package the board, sometimes we need to keep the face-to-face, and sometimes we no need to. We just stack the board, so that we can change different operation models.
Yes, right. Okay, this part you can see there's very small details you can see. For this project, we already finished the part of packing. You can see this is a small tools. Why we put these small tools in this machine? Actually, here this is we have done the project many years, so we know that what kind of problems customers mainly meet. You know, especially for the overseas project. Since this MGO board project is a very big project, so it has lots of different machinery parts. So when customer gets machinery, it is very hard for them to find a tool to do something. So after so many years experience accumulate, and we found the best way, the most quick way for customer to do the installation is to help them save the time. So there's one method we do is one part of machine. We will put the spare part and the tools, installation tools into the machine. And sometimes maybe there's a box. The box will fill all the spare parts, all the installation tools. So when customers unload this machinery, they will know exactly these tools, these installation tools will be used to do the installation of this machine.
Yes.
Yeah, we did lots of work to find this solution to help customers save time.
Yes, maybe you think this is a very simple idea and simple tips when you making the machines, but this experience is based on a lot of the jobs and a lot of the projects we built, so that we have many small things during our production and during our package and delivery. Yeah. So that there's only one goal is to make this project going smoothly.
Yes.
And yeah.
这个还要说完这个。
这个就是那个摆渡车啊。
Okay, this part is for the ferry car. You know, after the MGO board, before MGO board will be put into the first time curing room, and the vehicle car will be transferred into the first time curing room. Actually, we have done some adjustment for this part. You can see there are two parts narrow. This is narrow part. This is a very big part, and this part is narrow part. Okay, this is actually before there's no these two error part. Why we update the technology like this? You know, before when we needed to transport the whole car into the first time curing room, can only be manual. It means that workers need to push the whole car into the curing room. The workers' working intensity is very high. So finally, we designed this technology, and there will be a little bit car, the ferry car, and the car will help to transport the vehicle car into the first time curing room. So no need workers to do it. Workers just need to operate the remote controller. Will be okay. So for this part, and later we can send you a video to help you better understand it. But this is we already updated this technology.
Yes, for the ferry cars, we also have some stock there. Yes, we can show later.
Yeah.
Yes, for this part, this is a main mixture for mixing the materials, and this is the middle layer mixture. You can see it is bigger and have a big capacity. So for this mixture, you maybe think this mixture is different compared to the traditional mixtures in the market. You can see the shape, the design is different. So if you look closer for this mixture,
you can see the inner side of the mixer.
Yes, inside the mixture, you can see the blade in this mixture. First, there's a lot of the blade, not just 2 or 3 pieces, so that it can mix the materials very evenly. And you can also see it is double shaft, so that when the mixing materials, it can make sure the materials, every corner of this mixture, it can mix the materials. And the blade is very close to the side of this mixture, so that no mixing materials will left on the corners or left on the side of the mixtures. Another thing I would like to share is the materials to make this mixture. We all use the stainless steel to make sure it won't rust during the production. As you know, for the raw materials, when making the MGO board, one important material is the magnesium chloride or the magnesium sulfate. It will have a damage to the steel irons if you use the common materials.
Yes.
So that we only use the stainless steel to make the mixture. Another thing I would like to share some details of this mixture is we have very good protection to the like the bearings, like the small part of the mixtures to make sure it can work very stably and long life during its whole production. Yes, to avoid it be damaged or rust by the liquid materials like the magnesium sulfate or chloride.
Yes, right. Actually, this mixer part is very important. Some companies, they do not use this kind of shape. They use some vertical shape. And the reason we use this shape is because the seal, it can seal very well. Because when the raw materials come here, and it will be, the total will be sealed because of this shape. So maybe a very simple mixer, it looks like very simple mixer, but it's already updated many generations according to our experience.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, also in the blade, the inner side, the blades you just saw, there are many blades, and it's very close to this is steel, so that it can mix in the raw materials balance, very balanced. Okay.
So you can see other materials for the silos and different mixtures. We all use the stainless steel as to make sure the qualities.
Okay, this part is for the demolding part.
Yes. Transfer belt, this for production line. Yes. Okay.
Yeah, this one is our sacking machine. Yeah, sacking machine. And in the last year, we also updated this technology. You know, there are many parts for the MGO board production line. We'll use this sacking machine, like we will suck the PVC mold. We will suck the PVC mold onto the line and on the foaming line of the MGO board. And the technology we updated is the speed is around 1.5 times faster, the higher efficiency for this sacking machine.
Yes. So it can suck and to deliver 10 pieces per minute to the production line.
Yeah. Actually, before and in our old projects, this part at the beginning of the production needed at least 2 workers to put the PVC
manually.
mold.
Yes. So maybe if you check other solutions on the market, you also can see some similar solutions. But the customers may some customers may give feedback that the solution is not very good, the speed is lower, so that we have many upgrades to the controller, to the whole working flow of this part, so that we upgrade the speed.
Yeah.
It's we can confident to say that this is the top 1 solution on the product line in the market.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Actually, for this sacking machine, we not only upgrade the speed, but actually we did a big change, big update on the technology. Because before, Jason, for our old project, really there are maybe 2 sacking machines, 2 vacuum, right?
Yeah.
Need to suck the PVC mold horizontally.
Yeah.
But actually, for our new technology, it is not horizontal; it is vertical. We are the number 1. Okay, in China, developed this, and we already got our patent. No company in China have this technology, and also it will take we do not worry that they will copy our technology, because we have spent lots of experience to do this, to update this great technology.
Yep.
Customer will like it, and our domestic, some of our domestic market already bought lots of sets of this new technology.
Yes, Rosa has led to another question to our service. In fact, you maybe heard that some customer bought the product line but didn't get any technical support and long life service for their machines. After they buy the machines, maybe they cannot get any support. But for us, we are keep upgrading.
Yeah.
Yes, different parts, if have the upgradings, we'll share with our customers and help them to upgrade their product lines to keep them be the top manufacturer in the industry. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. It means that we are not only just to do some new projects, but for all our old projects, customers are keep updating the new technology. We are helping them updating technology to keep them high efficiency. Okay, this part.
Okay, let's keep moving.
Okay.
Yeah. So here are some control cabinet here, and we can show you some information. That for the control cabinet, it is if we like a human, the head is a very important, the brain is a very important part. So that for the PLC controls and for the control cabinet is a very important part for the whole production line. We only use the top manufacturers and top suppliers in this market, like Siemens and like Schneider, like the Vito, the control cabinet. Every part of this cabinet is very important to the production line, so that we only equipped with the top manufacturers and top suppliers in this market. You can see it used the Siemens control.
We can come into the inner side. This is our.
So here is a small workshop. We have some stock here, and to show you some inner side of the control cabinet. Like this is a touch screen. We use Siemens, and the key PLC controller is also Siemens. Yes, for the small parts, also Siemens and Schneider. We also use a lot of the famous brand in the market. We only use the famous brand. And for Siemens, as you know, it is an international company that they have different departments, and they have different branches in different countries. Almost every country has their office, so that they can provide the after-sales service locally. So if we use this international famous brand, the customer can replace and do the after-sales service by locally very easily and convenient.
Yes, right. Actually, we call this is a whole cabinet control. We call this cabinet as the soul of the one project.
Yep.
Because it is like the computer CPU, right?
CPU, yes, right.
For a computer. So actually, we also update our technologies for, we have already solved the electrical issue, right?
Yes.
All the electric.
Yes.
This is a very big milestone for us.
Yes, and in fact, this we can call it a secret weapon. Yes,
right.
Yes, when now our solution can connect this whole system to the internet.
Yeah.
Why we do like this is when we set up the plant and to install the machine on the customer's project. If they met some questions, which part cannot work, or we met some issues, we can give them immediately response by checking our computers, because their production line, their PLC is controlled, connect to the internet and connect to our system, so that we can know which part is working not right. We can give them the response and give the guidance immediately, so that the customer won't worry about this service, after sales service, and to make sure, after the customers spend a lot of money and effort to set up a plant, they need to keep the production line keep running to produce the board.
Right, right. Yeah, why we say it is a milestone or a secret weapon for the MGO board project. Since we have done many projects, we know lots of information. What kind of problems customer may meet? If they meet some problems on the MGO board production line or on the mixer every part, after we communication, we can better understand it, and it will be very quick for us to help the customers to solve. But for the electrical part question, usually we need it will spend a lot of time for both of us to understand each other, since the customer is far away from us. So when customer meets some problem for the electrical, it will take lots of time to solve the problem. So if after we solve this issue, it will be a very huge progress.
Yes.
Yes. There is also a very detailed part I would like to There's a sentence that details decides everything, right? You can see there are many cables. For this cable, I just can give you an example. For the cable, we use a different one. Because for the cable, it will use on the machine it had. Keep used many times, right?
Yes.
It's easy to break down.
It's more here and there, yeah.
Yes, but for all the cables we use, it at least a lifetime. It can be break down like this around 200,000 times to 300,000 times. It will not be broke.
Yes.
Yeah, this is the details. So just one piece of cable, but it means a lot. It decides everything. Or customer will spend less time to repair the machine.
Yes, like these cables, it's not like some bearings or machine parts. If it's broken, you can see it very clearly and easily find out it is broken. But for cables, it has a lot of wires inside it, so that if we care these details, we can to keep the high quality is to keep the machine running very stably and to make sure it won't have small, maybe something not clearly if it is broken. So that we only choose this high quality. Maybe the price is higher, but it can be we can benefit from these small details to make sure this whole production line are running smoothly.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay, let's go on next part. You can see this part. This is the way, this part, it is horizontal. Actually, when we install, it should be vertical, okay? This part is the highest part for the MGO board project. So, Jason, customer always asks us, how about the height of the project? How high it need to be? Maybe you can give the customer the introduction about the height and the plant area.
Yes, for standard production line to produce the common board for the standard non-woven fabric board, the area requirements is just 8,000 square meters. And for the height of the workshop, as you see, only the mixing and the raw materials feeding part is need a little higher. Around the height of this area need to be higher than 9.5 meters. For other common areas like the curing rooms, like the sanding, like the cutting areas, it just needs to make sure the height is over 6 meters. That will be enough, and that will be okay for the whole project.
Yes, right. So this part actually it meets the 9.5, right?
Yes, 9.5.
Yeah, this is the highest part for the MGO board project. For some other part, it just needs around 6, right?
Yes, 6 meters
will be okay. So you can see this part is, we call it the automatic MGO powder bag. Broken.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see the details. There on the top, this is a knife. There's a knife, and in the side there's some seam. So this part means that there will be a crane. The crane will transport the MGO powder bag.
In bags.
The bag. And then the MGO powder bag will be automatically broken by this knife. And then the MGO powder will fall into this silo. Fall into the silo and to the metering platform and then mixer platform. Yes. And besides this, will have the duster collector.
Yeah, you can see this small pipes and that big one they use for the dust collector. Yeah. So to make this whole production line more cleaner.
Yes, right. Okay, this part you can see some different kinds of modular for the metering silo. At the beginning of our live show, and we give you some introduction. There are 3, right? 3 silos in one modular, and in this part, it has 2 silos in modular because the customers' requirements are different, so we can customize, produce. And I would like to repeat again. There are a lot of parts of the cables, electric parts. All this job we will do at our side. You can see this part. For example, this part. For this part, if customers do the installation by their own, it takes a long time. So usually after we do this modular, and we will put all the sensors and all the cables, and then we make it as a formula. It means that when customer unloading the machine, this part is full, this part is complete. They do not need to spend time to install. This is small parts.
你们拍摄的时候，就提醒拍摄人员，你们拍完之后注意一下，
And this is a detail. You can see this part. This is also one of our new technology because this part is closely connected with the mixer, right?
Mm-hmm.
With the
yes,
mixer
it's
pipe.
connected to the mixer.
Yes, and because when the raw material fall into the mixer, there will be some dust. So
Yep.
we developed this. It can in out automatically.
Yes.
And there will be a bag. This bag it will guarantee the dust will not be in the factory. Keep the factory very clean.
Yes, it will connect to the mixer directly. Yes, automatically when
Yes.
feeding the materials.
Yeah.
Yeah.
OK。这里的这块就是切板机、进板机。
So this part is for one. You can see there are two different types. One used for the end of the production line to put the cheese vehicle in this part and to move the foam board into the cheese vehicle. So you also can see the parts related to this section. Also, we put inside of this semi-product to make sure every part needs to be installed in this area.
Yes.
Yes, will be prepared in advance.
Small box. Yes, this small box will fill in all the spare parts, all the installation tools for this car, and so that customer will know clearly during the installation.
Yes. For this whole production line, this is a big project. Almost need over 20 containers to load these parts. So that if we care these details, the customers will be very these parts when they install the machines, so that they can make sure no parts will be lost and no parts will be installed in wrong places.
Yes, right. Okay, next part we can maybe give customer. These are some of our projects. They are ready to delivery. Okay, we will do the delivery for customers in next few weeks. And Jason, we think that we can give customers a detailed introduction for the pipe, the liquid pipe. Okay.
So here is also a small. Maybe you think it's also a small thing. That, maybe it's.
Yeah.
Yes, this pipe is using for delivering the liquid, the liquid like that. So you can see there is a big pipes and with a valve, and these are smaller pipes with the valve. So why we have this design is because for the liquid into this machine, that's like we need to put 100 kilograms into this. So that at first we use the big pipes to deliver around 95 kilograms, and then the rest 5 kilograms we use this small amount to make sure the accurate weight and the accurate materials to put into the silos and then into the mixing process.
Yes, right. Okay, this part maybe we can give you more introduction. Actually, just we know that there are lots of companies they do not have this design. They only have the big one, no this small one. So the reason why the final finish, the MGO board quality is not good. It is closely related with the formula. So this design it can exactly guarantee the formula of the liquid. Because I can give you an example. For example, this mixer needs around 100 liters for the liquid. But if you do not have this one, it is very hard to use the big one, to control the exactly. It can just 100 liters. Yeah, because maybe 1 second it can very big liters will be coming into the mixer. So these details are very important. So since you are in the live show, and actually we have lots of details information similar like this to help you to know that to help you to judge which kind of MGO board project is really the good one, and we can give you lots detailed information like this. So you can just leave your email address to us or your WhatsApp, and we can prepare lots, information to help you to get more information.
Yeah.
You can just leave your email address or WhatsApp.
You can also leave message to our colleagues. Our colleagues also online and to waiting for your contact and to give you more details.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so Jason, maybe next part we can, so since for each project, we will assemble in our factory. Okay, we will assemble the whole line, and all our engineers, engineers will be responsible for different parts, right?
Yeah.
All engineers will be together there, and we see if the machine could run well. So we control everything within our factory before delivery to the customer. This is the one of our QC system. It's very important. So Jason, maybe next part we can see the assemble line. We already assemble line for customer, finished the commissioning.
Yeah.
So we will deliver it to customer in the next week. We can go that part. Yeah. Yes.
Every part of the connected work together.
Yes.
For production line, we run
Yes, you can see the arrangement for all our machinery parts. We have a very, very strict requirement that the machinery arrangement needs to be the fixed size, fixed direction. Okay.
project is to solve the problems within our
Yes,
not
yes.
until to the customer side.
Yes, because we are doing a project. We really, because just like our engineer said, you can see there are many thousands of small spare parts, small machinery parts, and our boss always shared with us that if for just maybe one spare part, if you can help customers to assemble in advance, it will help them a lot, because some customers project they are in a very far away from the city. Maybe it takes them few days to buy just a very small piece of a small piece of a spare part.
Like very small tools.
Yes.
Yes, far away. Yes, most of the industry area is far from the city.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that if we can do like this, we can save a lot of time.
Yes. Right. So we control everything. We do the majority of the work for customer to help customers save time. Yeah. You can see those are also.
Kevin 的意思让就是跟客户互动一下，欢迎一下就是客户进来。
Yeah, we know that we got from our colleague that there are a lot of customers coming to our live show. Thank you for your coming, and we also know that there are some our regular customers cooperated with us on the finished MGO board. Besides the MGO board project, we also do many years MGO board. We export around 5 containers to the overseas market each year. So if you are doing the MGO board and you can share with us what kind of application you do, we can also help you share more information. And you can leave your message, okay? Leave your email address, and we will share you the information. It will be, trust us, it will be interesting, okay? Okay, this part. You can see we already finished this line. We will assemble the whole line for customer to do the commissioning.
Yes, the workers, our colleagues are trying to connect the the compressed air to the line and to start the testing. And later they will test the whole production line.
Yeah. So this is, we could give customers the introduction of the whole line. Okay, a simple introduction. For the detailed introduction, we can send you a full flow chart so that you can know the full, the procedure. Okay, welcome to some new friends to join us. Okay, join our live show, and you can leave your email address. Okay, for more information.
Okay, this part is the sucker to suck the PVC mold onto the production line. And this part, as we shared at the beginning, this part is a developed part and upgrade so that the speed of this part can be maxed to 10 pieces per minute of the molds to get on the production line. And if we keep going, the next part is to put the demolding oils on the PVC mold. Yes, as if you try to imagine the production process, the PVC mold will come into this process and the demolding oils will put on the board evenly so that it will be easier to separate the mold and separate the board after the board be cured and be formed on the mold. So this is the first rollers to put the fiberglass mesh and to put the nonwoven fabric on the board. And this is the first roller to put the mesh on the production line. And these are scrapers to make the raw materials more evenly on the board and to pick out these overlaid materials on the machine line. So this is the same function to put mesh and to non-fabrics and the rollers to roll the raw materials to put on the molds. And this one is also the same function to mesh. And you can see with these three sections of the rollers to put the mesh, you can control how many layers of the mesh you can put on the production line to make the board. Currently, we can put over 6 layers of the fiberglass mesh on the board. When we're making some flooring board, we put over 6 layers of the fiberglass mesh. So the last one is the online cutting. It will cut the fiberglass mesh are rolls. Every rolls, they are consistent so that after the board come into this section, the saw will cut the fiberglass mesh automatically. And this automatic cutting is fixed to suit the length of the mold exactly, so that it will cut the board into the sizes directly and won't cut the PVC mold.
Okay, so just now we give the some introduction for the machinery parts. Okay, since this is a project, usually customer heard some questions. So maybe we can give customers FAQ questions. Maybe we can be outside there. It's little bit noise.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so in the
拍到在前面，这样拍。
哦。Okay, so in the final part, maybe we can give customers some FAQ questions. Usually, customers always ask. Okay, maybe
Okay,
just a
sure.
few questions. Actually, we have
Yes.
very complete.
Yeah.
We have a very complete FAQ questions list. It includes many questions.
Yeah.
So today, since it just is in the live show, we cannot give you too much information, but maybe just a few information.
Yes.
You can just leave your email address or WhatsApp number, and later we can keep sharing you these FAQ questions. You know, these questions are all the project customers always asked. So you will be also interested, okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
sure.
this in the plant, we already give customers what's the plant area. Like
Yes.
If you produce the standard MGO board, need
8,000.
Yeah, 8,000 square meters. If you need to produce the semi MGO board, it is better you need to have 10,000 square meters plant area.
Yes.
And for the height, the mixing part, need the highest part, it need
Yes. Over 9.5 meters. Yes.
And the other part, 6 meters, will be okay.
Yes, will be okay.
So this is the plant area.
Yes.
Yes.
Right.
And another question is, how many workers will we need for this production line?
Yes. Based on our production line solutions, it need around 25 workers to this whole production line. And this is the most mature and automatic production line in the market. If you check some semi-automatic or manually production line, the older versions, it will need much more workers.
Yeah.
Yes, for traditional manually production line, it almost need 60 workers.
Yeah.
To run this production line. That is too many workers. And you know, in such days, the coronavirus situation and the higher labor cost around the world. So high automatic is very popular and welcome by customers. Yeah.
Yes. Right. So now we can give you a rough idea. Number is 25 workers, and we have a list. It's clearly listed which part need how many person, which part need how many person. And we can also send this list to you. So you can leave your email address to us, okay? So that we can send this information to you. Okay, Jason, the next question is, what is the consumption of the power and the water? You know, this is always customer cared. Can you share this to customers?
Yes, for the power, the installation power consumption for standard non-woven fabric production line, it only needs 315 kVA. It's a standard requirements. And for the production line, for this power consumptions, it's not include the actual machines. Like some customer will put actual cutting machine lines, actual growing machines. It doesn't include that, but this you can take this for reference.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Okay, just now we always said that it is a high automation. You know, since the MGO board project is still developing, it is still, since it need around 25%, so you know that it is not a totally 100% fully automatic. We just call it a high automation. So usually customer cares a lot on which part is automatic, which parts need manual.
Yeah.
But I think that for this, our engineer already do a layout.
Yes.
Yeah, do a layout.
Yes, we have a detailed layout to show you which part is automatic and which part is not for automatic. But I can tell you an idea is this production line, most of the areas like the feeding materials, feedings, forming line is for automatic. Most of the part are for automatic. Only some small parts need workers, and in fact, need the workers. It's not just it only means the workers need to check and to monitor the process, not need to they do it manually. So this production line, we can share you more information based on the layout information.
Yes.
And as I said, For the MGO board product line, now we can confident to say that our machine solution is the highest automatic solutions in this market, so that we can give you the best machine line on this market, in this market. Yeah.
Yes, right. Okay. Next question is, when customer would like to set up a project, they cared a lot if they can expand the capacity in the future, because they would like to, after customer set up the project, and if they can do the marketing well and their capacity cannot meet the market demand, so they will have the requirement to expand the capacity. So Jason, can you answer the question? Customers can expand the capacity for the MGO board project.
Yes. In fact, for this product line, it has the ability to expand the capacities. In fact, for most of the customers, at the beginning, they can produce not in full capacity to test the market. And we, as the customer set up the plant, they have the ideas, they will definitely expand the capacities. In fact, as I said, the production line have the abilities to expand the capacity, but we better to consider in advance, not after the machine line fixed and installed, then we come up with the idea we need to expand. We better to consider in advance, to have some preparation for this production line and workshops.
Yes, right. Okay. Actually, maybe the last question. The last question is that for the MGO board production line, since we updated the technology, actually it not only can produce the MGO board, it can also produce another two kinds of a panel. But we think that we can leave this question, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, we will not try to give the answer, since it is a relatively secret information until now, because this is our core technology. Yeah.
Yes, and it's in fact, maybe after you see this live streaming, you think, oh, this is a product line for making the MGO board. In fact, it is multifunctional, and it has many surprises we'll give to you. And this product line can produce different products. And these products also very popular and has a very good market share around the world. So that we can give you more details. Yes, if you contact us, yes, you will have some more surprise.
Yes, right. So finally, we would also like to say that for the MGO board production line, we are the #1. We already created around 100 patents for the MGO board project. But to be honest, we can also directly share to you, our price is the highest price in all the China market. According to our experience, when some customers get our quotation list, they will never get back to our email, because they think that we give the so high price and just like this. But actually, please kindly give us more patience to allow us to explain to you why we give you this quotation. It is totally different. So we can be confident. We are confident that we are #1 and we are the top one for produce this project. And since we accumulate lots of experiences through this project, so it is we have the real successful case for you. And we have overseas market sample project. You can also visit there if you would like to. Okay, so
I would like to share more based on Rosa's sharings. That is, as we are not only producing the machines, we also produce the MGO boards in our factory using our own machines. So that if you would like to know, okay, you said your machines is very good, so what type of the products and what quality you produce, we can share you samples to you for reference and to see what type of the board you can produce from our production lines.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, right. Since MGO board is a very potential product in the construction material field, so it's related to the MGO board project. It also become a very hot project. The investors would like to do some invest on this project. So today we give this some information through this live show. We still have lots of information. You can leave your email address and contact information. We can keep sharing, and we can also have the talking through the Zoom meeting. Okay, we are held the Zoom meeting with the last customers. It's very easy to talk. You can get the as much as the information in a very short time. Okay, so thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thank you very much for sharing your time to watch this live streaming. Yes, looking forward to hearing from you.
Okay, bye bye.
Bye bye.